Take your concert venue, outdoor festival, or biker rally to the next level with the most explosive band in Texas, Whiskey D.
Well, I've got to run to keep from hiding.
For booking availability and rates, contact us at whiskeydband.com.
Yeah, because that dog you had, Buddy, was a very popular mascot for your show.
He became popular on his own. He was smart.
Yeah, he was smart. And
he came out in McAllen.
But I had heard a rumor that he belonged to Henry, dude.
Well, you see, that's where when we started having our differences, me and my brother, Henry. So because of, now it's because, this is one thing David Shue told me. Your brother's smart. He knows a lot. But when the cards are hard, or when the company's going down, he likes to bail out. He said he would tell me little hints, so be careful.
Yeah.
So every time now, when the '90s, when it was crazy and hot, Tejano, towards the end when it was slowing down and being rough, first thing Henry would say, man, we're not making it no more. You know what? You should just go back home to your mom and dad. I'm going to California. You know, just forget the bad.
Did.
He got so much negativity in me, and so much telling me this.
I remember one time we were eating, and he looked kind of like negative that day, man. And I was like, wow, I wonder what's bothering this guy. But so then they got out, and you started managing the band, or what, man?
Well, when Henry got out, because we got into an argument.
This was about close to 2000.
Well, you know what? During this time that we lived in this trailer, Henry would pay me $50 a week. And he was in charge of the whole account.
I'm sure he made. I mean, a lot of times, you know, the people that are handling the money. I mean, you know, I don't know, but you know,
well, remember
there's
David
been
Amador?
cases. Yeah, I remember David.
Okay, well, only David Amador.
Yeah,
and
he
Henry,
was your manager too.
He was assistant manager back then, learning from Henry.
Okay.
Well, every time they would make money and count the money, I couldn't see it. I couldn't be there. It was only David and Henry. And we were making 10, 15,000 on a Wednesday, and Honolulu's 10 grand.
Yeah, you guys were popular as
They
hell.
were making
dude.
a lot of money.
Yeah.
So my brother would tell me, no, well, you know, here's $50 for you and your family, whatever you're going to do, because we got to pay all these bills, you know.
Yeah.
Really?
So then David Amador picked up where Henry left off. Then you brought in Edward stuck with you. You got another drummer. You've been through a few different drummers.
Well, Henry got, when Manny got out because of Juan had already left, and Manny, I guess, felt that he didn't like how things were going. Now Manny was fighting with Henry. So they were fighting, getting along. So before you know it, Henry said, well, get rid of him, find me another drummer.
Yeah.
And
then
Henry would think, he thought about, you need to find a drummer that's kind of green so you could teach him. Well, back then, you didn't have many choices, you know. Not like today. There's un montón.
Yeah.
But back then, we were limited in our choices.
Well, the
And when
bands
we
you
found
got, I mean, they did well. I mean, you know, it didn't have the dynamics that Manuel
Right.
had, because Manuel was like, he was a beast, bro.
I know.
I don't think there was many drummers out there that could come
Could
close
break
to
a
him
pedal,
at all, period.
could bend a snare.
Yeah, and break some cymbals. I mean,
Break
and
cymbals,
his
yeah.
drumstick was, I mean, there's an album y'all had where
Yeah,
he's got a big fat drumstick,
Mi
man. It's
Muñequita
like the
album.
size of him, man.
Mi Muñequita
Yeah,
album.
so then Manny got out, you got a few drummers, and then you picked up Joslin out of Alice, man.
That's what we did. We had tryouts in Freddie Records, and he was one of them that showed up. You know, he looked like he was bien pobre, man. Holy shirt, pants, tennis shoes, rompidos, and everything. And I remember him telling me afterwards that his dad told him, "Look, because he had a rock band." He said, "Look, you're not going to make it in your rock band. I can tell you that right now. No matter how much or whatever." I said, "If you want to become somebody or do something, because right now Los Chamacos are looking for a bajo player. Listen to their music, man. I guarantee you get in with these guys here, you at least have an opportunity to be somebody." And that's coming from his own dad.
He was a talented guy. I mean,
Because he played guitar.
you, Edward, and Joslin have been together longer than any other unit in the Chamacos history, right?
Well, I guess because Red was
almost
like
20 years.
Yeah, well, 25 with Red. Because he
Yeah.
was like Chato from Alice. They hardly talk.
Yeah.
They hardly talk, you know.
Yeah.
It's true. So, you know.
Chato is Edward.
Edward,
Yeah, that's
Edward.
his nickname, Chato.
Yeah, Edward.
Yeah, because Chato's very quiet, dude, and so is Joslin, man.
Yes. Very laid back. You know,
Yeah.
small towns are, no offense.
But they were consistent. They were always there for you, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
small towns, they took their time, you know. They go to the store and get in line, and the people talk to you. And you said, man, hey, man, you got so much time, so many stores, and so much time in the day to do so many errands, whatever, because there's so much traffic and everything. So I was always the person that, hey, come on, I was the person, the hustler. Let's do this. They're like, oh, well, okay, let me, you know, taking their time, slow-minded. That's what I would think.
Well,
they stuck it out.
Yeah,
You know?
and you had a lot of success with them.
We are Jaime y Los Chamacos.
Because Freddie, at the time, Freddie Sr., one thing I will admit and appreciate about the man, Freddie Sr. had a lot of good ideas for arranging music. He would help us arrange things. He would help us look for that. He was trying to find that still
In the
me
studio.
and Juan did, you know, in the studio.
Yeah.
He had a lot of ideas, you know. He would bring us original songs, you know, El Monito and things like that. Well, when Juan left, honestly, I told Edward, this is Chato, I said, look, we're in the studio at Freddie Records. I says, look, what do you think? Would you like to be the first voice and try it? Because I want to stay segunda, because that's what I'm used to, and I'm used to dancing, and I got so much thinking. Right now, you just play the bass. He hardly danced back
Edward
then.
was the kid voice, bro. I mean, he's the one that sounded like a chamac. I never knew that.
Right.
And then I found out it was like, you're the one that does that voice. He's got that very unique, childish voice.
Exactly,
bro.
exactly.
And it fit the word name Chamacos.
Yo no soy tu monito, que no siente nada, soy de cuerpo y alma.
And then you have a similar voice. So when you guys put your voices together, they blended pretty well, man.
Well, he played the music with us so long that he could, you know, he didn't have trouble learning the bass. He already knew the songs. He just, all we had to do was just practice our vocals a lot. And I told him, I gave him the opportunity. I want you to be first voice. Go ahead, take the opportunity. I said, because...
No, but I liked it the way, I mean, you guys taking turns. I mean,
Exactly.
he was great on the Monito. And
Right.
it gave your band some sort of dynamic like that. You kind of thought it was
I
the
shared
same
it.
singer, but it wasn't. And it was two
Exactly.
different
Nobody
guys.
knew who was who.
Yeah,
Right.
dude, I never knew who was who.
We did a lot of that stuff, even me and
Yeah,
Juan.
dude, yeah.
We would unison, and then we'd go first and second. We would harmonize.
Yeah.
Unison, then we'd harmonize. Then we'd switch and back and forth, and we became so good at it that I was used to it.
Yeah.
I was like, sometimes I forgot which was first voice and which was second because we
Yeah.
did it so fast. I'm playing accordion and dancing and doing so many things. And I said, so I gave Edward the opportunity to be somebody, to do
Yeah.
something.
Well,
I
no,
gave
but-
him an opportunity to step up to the plate and say, look,
But
now
he
it's
was
your
with
turn.
you the longest, bro. I mean,
And quiet. I know.
How long was he with you, Edward?
30.
30 years, dude. And then
And now 33 by the time we did all this, the last 3 years.
33 years. What kind of? I know, man. You all had a falling out. You know, he's no longer in the band. Neither is Joslin. I was really surprised that Edward, didn't hang out with you, bro.
My mom said the same thing. But you know,